Okay, today we're going to show you how to make a Barbie doll birthday cake. My little granddaughter Kara is turning 1 year old, and when her mom was 1, I made her one of these cakes. Now you get your Barbie and be sure to take her clothes off because she's going inside of frosting. Okay? And be sure to wash her too, because you never know from the factory any oils or whatever may be on it and everything. So always wash your Barbie before you go sticking it in the cake that people are going to be eating. So first we took our bundt pan and we made ourselves a bundt cake, and she wanted chocolate, so she has chocolate. And then you just put it down on there. And we mixed our frosting. Of course I make mine homemade. I don't buy the store stuff. And what I did was I used 3½ cups of shortening, 1 cup of milk, to 10 cups of confectionery sugar. So that's going to take you almost 2 bags of the confectionery sugar there. Okay, so get your cake mix, follow the directions, put it in your bundt cake. It'll have to take a little bit longer cooking, you know, because usually when you do a 2-layer cake, it's like 35 minutes. Well, you might need about 50 in a bundt cake, you know. So you put that in there and you do that. And it took about 1.5 boxes for the bundt cake, okay? So 1 box is not going to do you. You're going to need 2. Okay, and the other half, what I'm going to be doing is making cupcakes, because she has an awful lot of people coming. So the leftovers can be cupcake, and I'll be using the leftover frosting on the cakes. Those that I do white, I'll write her name, Kara, and happy birthday on the others. So I have enough batter left to do at least 12 cupcakes. Okay, because it takes, you know, like 1 whole box, and then it's like you just need a little bit more. Otherwise it'd be really lower. Now the real Barbie dolls, this is what she wanted. Are longer in the legs and everything than the dolls that you could get at the store. So I had to make like another layer with just frosting. Okay, so you have to play with whatever doll you have. But her mom wanted this Barbie doll. So you see, you know, when she hits the bottom, it only kind of goes up to her knees. So the rest has to be kind of built up for her dress with frosting. So this is how we're going to do that. Now I know the first thing this little girl's going to do, she is just going to want to hug the cake because it's a doll. And she's learned love, love real good. She's a very lovable baby. I'm going to hurry up and cover this doll up here. Okay, so you want it to kind of just go like it's going to flare right out. Definitely takes a lot of frosting to do this, but you know, I make it myself, so. And you got to be really gentle when you use the red food coloring, like I did, because it really doesn't take much to get pink. You definitely don't want it to be, I'm going to use the big spoon on this one. She really needs her behind filled in pretty good here. Just enough for saving time. Okay, now I'm doing this only to go up here because of how I'm going to decorate it after. And I did save some of the white frosting for the bottom, because on the bottom here I'll have the little white flower design on there. Now I had somebody ask me for how did I do my cake with on my party when I done the baby shower and everything, because they were thinking of doing it for Mother's Day. You know, her and her daughter were going to make a cake for Mother's Day. So what I do is, you know, once you do this and you spread it with a knife, of course I use my own frosting. So if you follow this recipe, 3½ cups of shortening, 1 cup of milk to 10 cups of confectionery sugar. This is how the right thickness you have. Okay, and that was quite a big cake because it was for a shower, of course. And then after you spread it and everything, you let it just kind of like dry to the air for a little while. And then what you do is you just go through with your fingers like this to take out all the lines of your knife. You know, and it all just goes away. Right now it hasn't had the dry time, but if it did, you would see them, you know, because your hand of course will get the Crisco that's in the shortening, and then it just smoothens right out. There you go. Doesn't she look pretty already? And she doesn't even have the fancy stuff on yet. Kara's such a special little girl. She came into life. She had a lot of little problems. She come a little early. But she's doing really good. She's 1 year old. She just passed 13 pounds. She's a little one, but boy, I tell you what, she's really smart. I'll start this and then I'll tell you a nice, cute little story what she did yesterday. Okay, so here she goes. And what I like about these Barbies is, see, you can move the hands. So afterwards, you know, if you want her to give the baby a hug, you just turn them around. Okay, this, and you make them, or you put them down, whichever way you want. So that's the good thing about Barbie dolls. So right now I'm going to put them down. Her hair was down. She has a cute little bathing suit outfit, and her hair and everything was down. But because of the frosting and everything, I kind of want it up, and I don't want hair in the food. And I'll let Mom decide whether to take the band off or not and let her hair back down when I'm done decorating and everything. So today's her first birthday, Friday the 13th. She wasn't born on a Friday the 13th, but that's the way it is for now. Okay. And we're just going to put little ones here. Oh, I hear the boys are back. See, and you just take it. So what I've done with my frosting is just take the one that kind of makes the flower. I put enough that it covers all the skin through. That's going to be the good part of. I'll hurry up and cover this up before the boys come in. Almost looks like she put on a lei. You know, one of those Hawaiian leis. It's a little hard when you get on top here. There we go. And you just keep doing this. Now you can, I have also one of white, because the bottom I'll put all white. But you can also do like a center, or you'll want to put maybe like some buttons or whatever in the middle and front. And you just keep doing this through the whole dress. Try to get the front done here. I don't know how long the battery on the camera is going to go. So this kind of gives you a nice idea how this is going to go. So to get to my cute little story, now Mom always mixes her food because of her digestive system and everything on Kara. Mom has to mix her food and add one of the oils. I think it's olive